Hello and welcome back to another edition of McKay Yoga. Today is just going to be chilling and stretching. I did something to my little toe, so my yoga practice is on pause for the moment, but that doesn't mean I can't still provide some content for this channel. So join me for a little bit of stretching, a little bit of chilling, a little bit of chat. Let's start on an all fours position. So come to your hands and your knees. Most of us do a little bit of workout, but we don't maybe do as much stretching. So we're just going to do some stretching a little bit today. And I'm just trying not to put a lot of pressure on my pinky toe. Who knew that the pinky toe would have such an effect on the yoga practice? But it does. Okay, so cat-cow. As you inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. As you exhale, round your spine. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round. Couple more just like that. Inhale, draw the heart, the chest forward. Exhale, round your spine. And again, inhale, heart forward. Exhale to round. One more time. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round, pause. Bring your bottom towards your heels, coming into child's pose. So I'm going to have some coffee, I'm going to have some chocolate, I'm going to have some chats with y'all. So let me know if this is super annoying or if you can tolerate it. Then when you inhale, shift your weight forward. When you exhale, curl your toes under, lift the knees, go legs towards straight, down dog. So if you are in a body that has any injuries or conditions where you have to back off the yoga practice, it's fine. There's so many different parts of yoga. This might be a good time that you develop a meditation practice. This might be a time where you, instead of doing things fast, you do things more slow. And it might be a time that you just focus on like forward folds. We'll do a lot of that today. But before, you're going to join your feet together and inhale, reach your right heel backwards. So we'll try and stretch out that hamstring. We're in a three-legged dog. The left heel is pressing down, the right heel is pressing back. And you're working towards straightening out the arms and legs. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, right foot comes down to meet the left, and then inhale, reach your left leg backwards. Reach that left heel backwards, reach your right heel down towards the ground. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, bring your feet down and walk your hands towards your feet, or you can bring your feet towards your hands, take a forward fold. Have all 10 of your toes pointing forward. Let your head hang. You can sway a little bit from side to side. You can take a hold of opposite elbows. Lengthen out and over your legs. Take an inhale here. Then when you exhale, walk back out to a shorter downward dog. You can be in the middle of your mat. And then come into a squat. So here's where you could sit down on a block. You could sit down totally on the floor. Doing a little bit of hip opening, stretching the inner thigh and the groin. And the heels are heavy, the toes are light. And if you want a little bit of stretch for the shoulder, bring one arm down, one arm up. Then if you're in a really open body, you could take like a rapid bind. So this is Malasana with a squat with a bind. And then you can come back to center and change sides. This is really a good one to do, especially if you have any issues with your lower back. It's really nice to be able to do this. And you get the hip opening, right? Something for everybody. Stay here, inhale. Then when you exhale, come back to center, and then bring your bottom all the way down to the ground, really close to the wall, and then bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. You guys watch reality TV? Are you caught up on the Housewives? Can you believe what's going on in Beverly Hills? It is just some craziness. So if you know you've got some shady activity going on, probably not a good idea to go on television. But I'm watching. There you go. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, fold. And when you fold, it's any amount. Your feet, they can be super close to you or they can be further away. Just depends on what's happening with your body. And then you can, if you have blocks, use the blocks underneath your feet, right? Like so. And it just intensifies the stretch. Or maybe you want to use the block to support your head. So if you are folding forward, you want to use the block to support your head. So you can use the blocks there. Just stretch for a little bit, the inner thigh, the groin. looking at that little toe, and boy, doesn't look pretty. It's very much like an owie. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, see if you can straighten out your left leg. So now the right heel is close to the board. This is kind of a way of doing head to knee pose, Janushirasana, kind of, right? And then reach your arm up, inhale. And then exhale, lean to your left. You could let that arm, this kind of reach, or you could turn towards your left leg and move your heart and chest towards your leg. So if it's difficult for you to get to your feet, you could get a strap and take the strap to the ball of the foot, right? And go from here. And then inhale, draw yourself back up. Exhale, release the hands down. It's like a little bit of a can-can. You switch your legs, right? Lift your heart, inhale. And then when you exhale, lean over to your right side. So same thing, you can do like a side body stretch, or you could turn and lean over the top of the leg. And flexing the feet is good. Try to get the back of that knee down to the ground. And you're trying to turn your heart and your chest towards your right side. Then when you inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the hands down. And now take both of the legs really wide apart. So I'm sitting on my mat and I'm trying to line up my heels with the corner or with the edges of the mat. You could use the strap beyond the feet. Okay? And then you can hold on to the feet. Or if you have that mobility, you can hold on to the big toes with your index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Or perhaps just come through the center and fold through your center. Just try to keep both sitting bones evenly down to the ground. So yeah, I like that Bravo situation. I like those housewives, below deck Mediterranean. I find a lot of entertainment there. Also, there's a lot of entertainment on YouTube. So if you're ever curious about things, I know we all have the tendency to Google it, but maybe you can YouTube it and find just as much adequate information on YouTube. I found a lot of stuff about cleaning. Very interesting. I like things to be clean and orderly. I told you we're going to chill and chat. So either you love this or this is completely annoying you. And then inhale, come back up. When you exhale, draw your legs back together. And then come or turn yourself around so you're towards the front edge of your mat and sit with your shins crossed. So you're in Sukhasana. You've got that triangular shape with the legs. The inner part of the leg is what I'm trying to say. And the feet are flexed. And then lean backwards and change the crossing of the shins. So we're sitting like this because we're going to do pigeon quite soon. You need to hydrate. Hydrate. In a very big sippy cup. Stay here, inhale. And then when you exhale, uncross your shins and you're going to come back to downward dog. As we did earlier, you're going to inhale, reach your right leg backwards. As you exhale, draw your knee in towards you. And then see if you can get your right foot to the outside edge of your left hand, left heel of hand. And then bring the right knee towards the right heel of hand. Slide your left leg back. And you're coming into pigeon. So if this is too aggressive, I'll show you a thread the needle. We'll do that next after we do both sides. So what you want to achieve here is that the right sitting bone is down onto the ground. If you stay more upright, this stretch, which is really predominantly hip flexors and outer hips, it's more of a back bend component. However, if you want to come down, there's a little fly here, you can have more of a forward fold component, right? So you're trying to roll towards the top part of the left thigh, not be on the kneecap, but be on the top of the left thigh. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, lean a little bit to the right, and you're going to bring your left leg forward, moving towards double pigeon. So now that left outer ankle is going to go above your right knee, and you're going to try and stack your shins. So I sometimes try to lift up, lift my bottom up, and try to stack the shins. Now you notice there's a lot of space here. I'll show you from front. Because this is hard for me, so see there's a lot of space here. You could fill that space with a block so that your limbs are not suspended, but they have something to rest on. It's a lot of hips, a lot of outer hips. And some of you will feel it, some of you won't feel it. But it's a good idea to practice these things. They say we hold a lot of tension in our hips and shoulders, so it's a good idea to practice opening the hips and the shoulders. All right, now release that. You're gonna come back to down dog. I'm gonna get that fly. And then inhale, reach your left leg up and back. When you exhale, draw your knee in towards you. Take your left foot to the right heel of hand, and then that left knee to the left heel of hand, and slide the right leg back. Pardon me for showing you too much. So now we're in Pigeon, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, second side. And I won't forget to show you the thread the needle. So if this is too aggressive, it's too strong, the next thing we'll do is the thread the needle. Right? It's still hips, but just different. So remember, upright, more of a back bend, right? Folding forward, coming forward, more of a forward bend. And you're trying to roll to the top of the right thigh. Not beyond the kneecap, but beyond the thigh. And then maybe the belly comes towards the ground, the chest comes towards the ground. Another thing you could do is have the block support your head. Remember, we're just chilling, stretching, chatting. Super mellow. Hopefully by next week, my little toe will be completely healed. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale, you're gonna lean to your left side and bring that right leg up and over for double pigeon. So it's nice to kind of lift your sitting bones up and then readjust, making any sort of micro adjustments. So you see I still have space here because my hips are really tight. And then you could use the block so the limbs have some sort of support. They're not just kind of suspended in space. Just block, stay away from my flowers, from my chocolate, from my coffee. It's really hot here in the OC. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. What are you? No. Take your little business elsewhere. All right, we're still in double pigeon. Agni Sambhasana. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, lean backwards, straighten both of your legs out. And you might need to give your thighs a little bit of massage. Okay, so as promised, if you're not able to do pigeon, you could do a thread the needle of the hips. You could lean backwards and take your right ankle above your left knee. So you could do this sitting upright. You could also do it, pardon me, recline. But I'll show you the upright version. And so how close or how far your left heel is to your left sitting bone, it depends on your hips, right? So this is a good alternative if pigeon is too much. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, the right foot comes down, and now the left outer ankle to the right upper knee. Maybe you bring that foot in really close, or thread the needle. Check to make sure that your feet are clean. Yes, I just got out of the shower, very clean. God forbid you see a dirty foot, would not be attractive. Who wants to see a dirty foot? That's not good. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, release. And now we're going to go into Paschimottanasana. So now both of your legs will be straight. We'll start in Dandasana, the hands by the outer hips. It's basically the same instructions as Tadasana, except we're sitting down. So this is the blueprint for all more forward folds or seated postures. Lift the heart, lift the chest, roll your shoulders back and down, chin level with the ground, and then flex your feet. When you flex your feet, your toes are going to curl towards you or towards your nose, right? Reach your arms up, inhale, and then exhale, pull. This is where I put in the commentary, you might want to use a strap. So you could use a strap to the arches of the feet. If it's easy for you to get to the feet, you could use a block beyond the feet. Fold forward, fold inward, belly to thigh, chest to knee, crown of the head, reaching towards toes. And if you didn't want to use any equipment, your hands could rest by the sides of your legs, on top of your legs, and you're folding forward. Ideally, the legs would be together, but if you needed to separate them a little bit, you could. You're just folding forward, folding inward, trying to get a little bit of that stretch. And then inhale, reach the arms forward and up. As you exhale, release the arms down. And then come to any position that you can sit and maintain a tall spine. Maybe that's like what we did earlier, sitting in Sukhasana, that triangular shape in between the legs. Maybe you have to sit on your feet or in between your feet. Take your arms out to the height of your shoulders, inhale. And then exhale, cross your right arm over your left. So remember I said we hold a lot of tension in our hips and shoulders. This is a few stretches for the shoulders. You can stay here or you can move into eagle in the arms. Ideally, the elbows would be the same height as your shoulders, but you might have to improvise. And then inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, take your left arm on top of the right, like you're giving yourself a hug. Lift the forearms, lift the fingertips, maybe get all 10 of your fingers to point straight up to the ceiling. And then inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. And then cross your right foot over your left knee. Seated twist, right? So stretching, chilling, twisting. Right arm behind you, left arm up. Inhale. And then exhale, twist and turn towards your right side. And then when you inhale, sit up just a little bit taller. When you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Really short, brief video. Stretching, chilling, chatting. Just getting a little bit of yoga in for your day. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, unwind. Change the crossing of the legs. Left arm behind you, right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, turn and twist to your left. As you inhale, reach the crown of the head up. As you exhale, twist and turn towards your left side. Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, unwind. Now you're going to come back to Sukhasana, but now your shins are crossed the other way. Just pause and breathe. And notice the effects of just doing a little bit of stretching, a little bit of chilling, a little bit of chatting. Hopefully, it will make your day brighter and lighter. So if you like these sort of videos, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that thumbs up, hit that red button, and you can join me on Saturdays. Most Saturdays, we just do a little bit of yoga, we chill. I incorporate a little bit of chat. I talk about some reality TV, but mostly it's just yoga and me. All right, peace out, yogis. Ciao for now. We'll catch you on the next video. Thumbs up, hit that red button, subscribe. Thank you for joining Michelle McKay.